copy of the pages from the syllabus. This is how much stuff we are going to learn in 6 weeks. Some of these terms are more important, some less important. If it's more important, I'm going to repeat it several times. If it's less important, I might just mention it once. One of your jobs is to keep track of those important words which we use to study physics, which we use to describe phenomena in physics. These are those words, those terms, which we're going to use, for 2 weeks straight. You don't have to read this slide again. Again, that's a copy from the syllabus. And trust me, it looks like a lot. But if you are a pre-med student, this is nothing comparing with the number of names you have to learn, which describe all those muscles and bones and medical, chemical, stuff. This is nothing. This is pre-training for your future medical training. Physics is science. That's what I love about it. Any science has the same mission. Why do people do science? Well, some people say, I love it, it's fun, or whatever. That's not true. It might feel like that, but in the end, we as humans do science because we want to use it for our benefit. And to do that, we have to be able to predict what might happen if we do such and such, So the prediction, making predictions, an ability to make a prediction, that's what science gives us. And to do that, well, we start from observations, with analyzing what's happening around. We're looking for patterns. We're trying to find some correlations. At that point, we start using mathematics. And if we make a prediction and we want to test it, that's what we call an experiment. And if our predictions work again and again, we get confident and we use, well, that correlation or that pattern as a law. We call it a law. And that's how any science works, including physics. And because we need to describe things first, we have to use a specific language. We can't just tell, okay, see that thing is, doing that thing. No, that wouldn't work. So we have to use a specific language, scientific language. In physics, some words we use might sound similar to the everyday words, but in physics, every word has a very specific meaning, maybe slightly different from the word used in real life, like the word work, for example, or displacement. We use those words, and they mean something for us, but when we want to use the same word in this class, we must know exact meaning of that. And that's why reading, definitions and remembering those definitions is very important. And then we want to use numbers, and to use numbers. Why do we want to use numbers? Because we want to use equations. We want to calculate things. We have to make a bridge. We have to build a bridge between the verbal description of what's happening and numerical description. And by now, we have many, many tools, instruments developed to bridge two descriptions, the verbal and the numerical. We call it a measurement. This is a very general definition of a measurement. In physics, we have a more specific definition. This is what a measurement in physics is. This is what you're doing. You're reading. You can read words. You can read equations. When you read an equation, you're supposed to restate it verbally. If you know how to restate it, you do it. If you don't know, what do? You ask.